Promo alert, promo alert, promo alert. Today is NBA King David. Make sure y'all go follow him on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that like button, comment, and let him know I sent you. The link will be down in the comment section. I need y'all to click that link, go up under his video, and let him know it's about that gangster shit, fire or nah. Y'all already know how he coming.
Never broke again. Bitch, I'm about that gangster shit. Bitch, I'm about that gangster shit. Bitch, I'm about banging clips. Bitch, I'm about that gangster shit. Bitch, I'm about that gangster shit. Bitch, I'm about that gangster shit. Throw up your fist, we could hit. Bitch, I'm about that gangster shit. Bitch,
certified stepper, I'm the leader of this age.
Let's get straight into it, man. Now, y'all already know I dropped the video. I'm going to put it right here on the screen. Well, your boy Charleston White responded to Foolio mom saying she too old to be shot 8 times. Now, I say Cheese, he brought him back for another interview because he say, look, this is what the people want. The people is talking about it. So he brought Charleston White back. Let's see what he had to say.
Oh, man, we're here, man. I think everybody knows why we're here, man. We're back sooner than before, sooner than ever. Everybody knows why we're here, man.
You think they know why we're here? What, you think they know why we're here today? Because we do this shit all the time, Sean. They can't think. They can't know why we're here.
I think fans put 2 and 2 together. They see things. They see other interviews I do. They see blogs posting it. They see your name being brought up.
Okay, let's talk then. Let's see why we're here then.
So what are you wearing right now? Is this a doctor suit?
Man, this is a new doctor suit, homie. Dr. Umar Johnson got a bullshit doctorate degree. So I've been given an honorary doctorate degree by the nation, homie. I'm the new doctor. I'm the new minister for black people. So I minister healing by way of words. I diagnose them mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and psychologically. I'm an expert in diagnosing.
Oh, okay. Because at first, I know Foolio's mom is a nurse, so I didn't know if that was a.
I'm a doctor. I ain't no nurse, nigga. Yeah. She got to do what the doctor say do. Yeah, she only went so far. So she minister medication is given by the doctor. I minister real healing by way of words.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't belittle a nurse though, because people, based off Foolio's music, people assumed his mom to be a hood rat or
she is. Some of them little boys in the rap song say they gonna have her going back to snorting cocaine. One said in the rap song, I can't think. I heard it the other day. But one of them said something about his mama, and they said she used to snort cocaine in the rap song.
Hey man, listen. Y'all already know I ain't here for disrespecting nobody, mama, man. She spoke about this. She went live the first time she ever went live. She spoke on this situation, and she say the only coke she ever did was Coca-Cola, gang. She say she ain't never in her life did no kind of drugs. So, hey, maybe Foolio Ops was trolling or whatever the case may be, but she said she ain't never touched that cocaine.
So she might have been a hood rat mama. She raised the boy in the ghetto, single parent mom. Boy got put out at 14 years old. Them hood rat babies. Most women who are not hood rats, their children ain't getting put out at 14 years old. They're not ending out on their own at 16 years old. Most mothers are gonna go to extreme measures to keep their children from being in the streets as children, teenagers. So I would assume she's a hood rat mama.
His sister's a teacher.
I don't mean shit. I know plenty of hood rat teachers that work at A.M. Payton, Maud I. Logan, or Sam Houston High School. Them hoes get high and all kind of shit. Nigga, teachers and nurses, man, them ain't nothing but some executive hoes. That's all.
No. Executive hoes is crazy.
Well, I mean, your name came up in the interview, and I mean, she voiced her dislike for you. I explained that Foolio, well, you told me Foolio threatened you before that, said he was going to smack you.
Why she say she don't like me? She don't know me.
I guess she says you're too old to be doing the things you do on the internet.
She's too old to be getting shot. My mama ain't never been shot. My grandmama ain't never been shot. My mama house ain't never been shot up. She too old to not have a man.
How he
and
know
she
though?
too young to be bearing a son. So
First, like, I just want to say this, man. She can't control anybody doing any harm to her. Like, she can't control that. So I ain't buying that one, Charleston White. How you know she ain't got a man? How you know she ain't got a man? Just because she's not showing him on social media, just because he's not a thing to social media, that don't mean she don't have a man.
So who give a fuck if I'm too old to be acting like this online? I'm playing a character. This is not who I am in real life. I've become a millionaire from playing this character. So how am I too old to become successful? So let me just say this to Foolio's mama. I had no idea who your son was. I heard his music. And at the time, he just had made a polarizing song at a graveyard with dead people. So when I saw this, he was just making this song. Who wouldn't be up about that? So she's meaning. So let me just say this, homie. Her son threatened me as a young man, and I'm an older man, close to her age. Her disrespectful demon son said that he was going to do physical harm to me because I commented about a video he made against dead people at a graveyard. He said he would slap me. If I was her, I wouldn't have no problem with me and my son done threaten him.
Now, let me just set the record straight, man. Y'all already know I did a video, I spoke on it, and I broke down how the beef started between Foolio and Charleston White. And Charleston White spoke out about Foolio's song. Charleston White said Foolio need to be in jail and etc. Foolio responded, and yeah, he talked shit, but his words was he need to be slapped. Charleston White need to be slapped. Those was his words. And then towards the end, he did kind of say something like he'll slap him, but he wasn't saying like he'll directly slap him. He was just going back and forth because at this time, somebody done sent Charleston White, you know what I'm saying, a live where Foolio was talking and Charleston White was screenshotting messages or whatever the case may be, screenshotting the live or whatever the case may be. And Foolio insinuated like he'll slap him, but he wasn't basically saying, when I see you, I'm going to slap you. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, I can understand it from both sides.
So she got to be a hood rat mama. I sat and listened to that woman make justifications and excuses for her son's behavior. Not once did she hold him accountable. Me and my brother caught a murder case, Sean, as children. My brother just come home from doing 31 years for a murder he committed at 17 years old. My mother never made excuses for us. When we would complain about it's hard on us, my mother would remind us that you guys are responsible for taking somebody's life. I still get to come see you, son. That other mother can't go see her baby. I don't hear that woman talking like that. I heard that woman make excuses for him making a song at a graveyard. What she say? Oh, that wasn't a real graveyard. Come on, mama. That's why that boy dead.
Damn.
And he got killed in a horrible way. So I know she can't sleep good at night. That's one of those mothers who condone their children's wrongdoing. When my brother committed a murder case, my mama made him turn himself in.
You telling lies to me? You telling lies to me? Listen, I don't give a damn how much I love my mom and how much my mama love me. She is not. And guess what? I'm not finna let her convince me to turn myself in on no motherfucking charges like that. They gotta do their job, gang. His mama too damn righteous at this point. Like, shit, is you with me or not? Want me to turn myself in? Sound like you against me, gang.
My brother committed a murder case. My mama made him turn himself in because my mother don't condone our wrongdoing.
Yeah, but turn
Mama
the
say
cheek
what's
at
right
this
is
point.
right and wrong is wrong. So when mama want to know who's right and who's wrong, so I'm listening to his mama. I'm saying, man, that's one of them ghetto hoes.
Damn.
Because if she a nurse, why she didn't get out the ghetto? Why she leave him stuck out there?
And this is another thing that I don't understand. People is blaming Foolio mom for his death. Like, Foolio is a grown ass man. He is grown with his own place, like living his own life. How can y'all blame Foolio mom for his death? He's grown. Now, if he was a kid, then I can understand. But he was alive his childhood. He didn't die a child. Once you become grown, goddamn it, you a parent. Like, come, let's be real. Like, come on, man. It's just crazy to me that so many people is blaming his mom for his death. Like, she can control a grown ass man. Like, think about it. Y'all that's watching right now. Can your mama control what you got going on right now? Be real. Don't be lying. Hit that like button if I'm talking some real shit. Your mama can't tell you, oh, don't smoke, don't drink, don't go out there and be in them streets, and you're a grown ass man. Like, let's be real. Now, when he was a child, when he was a teenager, I understand it. But Foolio died as a grown ass man. I don't understand the backlash of his mother and her parenthood. Like, I don't understand it.
I remember I used to run away from home at 13 years old. Every house I went to, every friend I knew, my mama went to their house. So when I came to their house, guess what? They mama and they big brother them saying, man, your mama was over here looking for you. You can't stay here. Miss White, he over here.
That's real.
And let me just say this, my nigga. My mama don't know what we doing in the streets.
Fact.
How did this woman know so much about what her son doing in the streets if she don't know nothing about it?
I think social media played a big part.
Man, so my mama ain't on social media. How do social media play a big part? How can she be a nurse and learn all this from social media?
Let's be real, man. Let's be real. Charleston White mama was different. Your mama wasn't connected to the streets. Foolio had a mama that was connected to the streets. So she know what's going on in the streets. For instance, Mama Duck. Mama Duck was connected to the streets. Like, she knew the people in the streets that her child was around. She knew the mothers of the other kids. So you already know when shit goes on in the streets talk. So, of course, Mama Duck, of course, Foolio mama is going to hear what the streets is saying because they connected to the streets. Charleston White, your mama wasn't connected to the streets. So she didn't hear what you were saying. She wasn't tied into them people that was connected to the streets. I understand what you're saying, but those two different situations. Two different situations. If you got a mother that came from the gutter, came out the streets, and everybody know that mother, when something happened, trust me, your mother gonna know. Because somebody gonna make sure she heard about what happened. That's just point blank, period, man. Like, let's be for real. Like, come on. Like, come on. And then there's some mothers that have no ties to the streets, and that's good. And they don't hear because they don't have nobody that's in the streets or connected with the streets to tell them what's going on because they're not tied to the streets. Now, I'm with you when you're right, but you ain't right in this situation.
How does she know so much about her son's street activity?
I think all the parents knew.
Facts.
And Yungeen and Queso and all these parents knew each other.
Wasn't Queso daddy involved in one of the murders?
Bibby's son. I mean, Bibby's dad.
No. Wasn't Queso? Didn't Queso daddies tell on him?
Yep. So Queso allegedly killed Bibby.
So, but Queso daddy is in jail because he was part of the crime, right? So what it sounds like, all these parents, all of these parents, for the most part, condoned it.
Nah.
Because if my son having problems like that, boy, we finna leave. I love you so much. I'm gonna do what my mama did when she had my little sister. My mama took an early retirement from General Motors so she can be a more present parent in my little sister's life compared to when she was working at General Motors when me and my brother was in school.
I must say this, man. Charleston White always refer back to his mother. You know what I'm saying? Since he been Charleston White, he always referred back to his mother. You had a great mother, gang. You had a great mother with a great head on her shoulders. Mind you, you said it yourself. Your mama had money. She wasn't struggling. She wasn't in a situation where she was trying to get out the hood. You said it yourself that your mama had y'all ass living in the boondocks. Since you've been a child, you got anything you ever wanted since you've been a child. This is a totally different situation. This lady is a struggling Black single mother working 12, 14 hours a day, trying to become something better to be able to move her kids and herself out the hood. Now I understand, right? And I get what you're saying. And I kind of agree. If my child in a situation where they're involved in the street, yo, we got to move. We got to move. I understand it. But at the end of the day, technically, she did move out the streets. She did move. She didn't move right then and there, but she did move out the hood. So what is we talking about for real, though? Let's be real.
My mother took an early retirement so she can be more present in my sister's life. As a parent, you got to make whatever sacrifice you have to make.
That's real, though.
But that's what happened when you ain't got no man trying to raise a boy. That's what happened when you a Black woman with a job. So it sounds like she probably one of them mothers that focused more on her career, and her son had very little parental supervision, so he got to roam and hang in the streets, and she was cool with that.
She said she reached out to other parents, but the parents were shy away from.
I was shy away from her too. When at the end of my son's funeral, we playing this song. You seen at the end of that funeral I was shy away from a mother like that too, because we not fit to play this mess outside the church house at my baby's funeral, and this is the reason he's dead. This song is the reason this little mother. So they put a hump in the ground. Listen, man, let me stop this right here. Man, listen, my nigga. They wanted to kill that boy so bad, the same nigga that killed him gave him the pirate nub last year.
For the people that don't know what he talking about, man, and I already spoke on it. A lot of y'all probably already know. It's probably some people that don't know. But one of the people that was arrested and accused for killing Foolio was found with a bullet that was used from the same gun that shot Foolio prior when he got shot in the foot. So they connected him back to Foolio shooting last year. So for the people that don't know what's going on, that's what he's talking about. If you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna put it right here on the screen. Make sure you go check it out.
Yeah.
Homie.
They say the shell casings are matching from the last shooting.
See, when you're a disciplinary parent, your children still honor your words,
True.
even when they get grown.
True.
Homie, to this day, I don't cuss in front of my mama.
True.
I ain't never put a blunt up in front of my mouth, in front of my mama. When I used to smoke cigarettes, my mother have never seen me put a cigarette up to my mouth. My mother never seen me drink a beer or alcohol, and I've never done that in front of my mother, and I'm 47 years old. So I don't know what, she one of them new mamas. She one of them mamas, he probably used to hear his mama getting in the house. So I sat and I watched that interview. I say this woman is justifying, blaming, and making excuses for her dead gangster demon son. And I just want to let her know he got what he deserved.
Come on, man.
Her son deserved to be killed.
Nobody don't deserve to be killed, man. Like, I rebuke that right there. Like, listen, I understand they got stuff going on in the streets. I understand Foolio was a troll. I understand allegedly he probably was behind a lot of other people getting, you know what I'm saying, stuff. Like, y'all already know what's going on. I understand it. But nobody deserve to be killed. I'm talking about just regular street people and stuff. Like, they don't deserve that. They don't deserve that because at the end of the day, 26 is still young. 26 is still young. They can get up in their 30s and change their life for the better. So nobody deserves to be killed. Except for the ones that y'all already know what's up. You can kind of have a imagination of kind of who deserve what, but let's be real, man. Let's be real, man. Because if we all was judged for stuff when we did when we was younger and didn't know no better, man, we all would be in hell for real. So let's just be real, man. See, yeah, we do stupid shit. Everybody do stupid shit when they're younger. But when they get a little older, not everybody, but a lot of people kind of mature and understand, like, I'm tripping. I'm tripping and I need to get myself together.
I want to say this too, though. I mean, the whole entire interview, she never called him Foolio.
Oh,
she called him Charles.
That's his name. He ain't no Foolio. He wasn't no fool.
Yeah, but it goes back to what you say about there's the character, and then there's the real person.
Well, same. I never heard Mo 3 mother when we had the Murder Change Me event. I never heard Mo 3 mother reference him as Mo 3. She kept saying Lil Melvin.
All right.
Oh, when I went to Nipsey's funeral, I never heard anybody say Nipsey other than Big Sam. Everybody kept saying Earmus. So that's the point I've been trying to make. And I just want to let her know, I don't know Charles. I know Julio Foolio. And the first time I met him, he threatened to harm me, slap me, an elder. Very disrespectful kid. And my response was, you ain't never slapped a nigga that'll kill you. And from what I heard, he ain't never slapped a nigga. He just been rapping about people getting killed, and based on what he's been rapping about, other people been doing the shooting. But he wasn't no shooter. He wasn't no fighter. He was a little bitty nigga about my size, if not smaller, talking tough on the beach. And looks like every time he was getting shot at, he wasn't shooting back. He wasn't ever prepared for what he was rapping about.
Now that's cap. Now we know when he got shot at, when he was at the studio in Jacksonville, he emptied the clip. We know that. We know that. The last time he got shot in his foot, he didn't shoot back. I agree. This last time when he just died, he didn't shoot back. When he got shot in the hip, he didn't shoot back. But at the end of the day, like, you can have 10, 15, 30 guns on you. When them ops come and pull up, and if you're not ready, you can't get to that motherfucker. Them guns don't mean nothing for real. So we can't judge the man because he ain't shoot back. Let's just be real.
Foolio was a little bit tall. He's probably 6'1".
He looks skinny in the motherfucker. I ain't talking about height. I'm talking about weight. That nigga was.
Yeah. He's probably weighed about your size.
And after they shot him, he probably went to 85 pounds. What it looked like. So all I'm saying is, homie, as a mother, and the thing that I've said about her son's rap persona, I can get it that she don't agree with what I'm saying. But for her to say I don't like him and I'm too old, ma'am, I'm playing a character. I'm playing a character. And my character has never physically hurt anybody. Nobody has came up dead because of my character. I say a lot of things. Your son done a lot of things. So I want to remind people again, because I have to keep saying this every 6 months when we talk about Charleston. Actions speak louder than words, my nigga. I ain't never hurt nobody. Never in my life have I shot a gun at a black man. I went to the boys' home, nigga, because we killed a white man. I've never broken into a black person's house. I've never stomped a nigga in the head. I've never committed crimes to my people, homie. So he was doing this. And like I said, homie, he worked hard to get killed.
Listen, man, I want to speak on what he said before. Like, let's just be real, man. Let's just be real. I understand Charleston White said he playing the character, right? And I understand that he's saying that he never physically harmed nobody. But yeah, sticks and stones will break your bones. Words will never hurt you. You know what I'm saying? My grandmama told me that shit too. You feel me? But it's not about the words. It's about the timing of the words. You disrespecting this woman's son, and he's laying up under some dirt. He's dead. She's at one of the most lowest times of her life where she's grieving. You think she gonna look at it like, oh, these just words? It's like kicking the person when they down. Now, I can understand when he was alive and you talking shit about him, but he's gone. Like, you be hitting motherfuckers below the belt at the wrong time, gang. And no, you're not physically putting your hands on nobody. But it's the timing of these words. It's just like physically putting your hands on somebody.
According to what his mom told me, the dad passed away when he was 14, and she noticed the change in Foolio, Charles, as time went by. But that really affected him. He lost his dad and his grandmom around the same time.
So that means she was at work and he was at home by himself with no counseling, no therapy, no football coach. I remember my mother was trying to get us put into extracurricular activities. My mother was going out trying to go get mentors, whether that was my uncles, some of her male cousins, to try to come interact with her boys. See, it's the mama's job to try to find her boy somebody to connect with, since they can't connect with the nigga she. So she mean to tell me from 14 to now, she ain't been no nigga Julio could have connect with and been a mentor to? Because a positive male image can replace a father figure. I'm
I
sure
agree, though.
Somebody that could have played stepdaddy to that little ugly motherfucker. So I heard what she's saying, but the apple don't fall too far from the tree, Miss Lady. You as a child is a reflection of your parents. That's why they say when you leave out of this house, nigga, you go do this, because you are a reflection of how you was raised. You are a reflection of your upbringing.
I asked her though. I said, if you could go back, is there anything you would have done different?
She said no. That's when I knew she was a horrible mother.
Now, I think we kind of misunderstood that right there, because he did. Sean Cotton asked her, if you can go back and do anything different, would you? She said no, because she know that as a mother, she provided. As a mother, she protected him as a child. Yeah, he got shot when he was 14, but that was out of her control. That was out of her control. Like, he was at school getting on the bus or whatever the case may be, getting off the bus. Like, that was out of her control. But other than that, as a child, Foolio didn't die. And I keep saying this shit. Foolio didn't die as a child. So how can we sit up here and bash her parenthood and he didn't die as a child? As a child, whatever she did, if she was 100% in his life or whatever the case may be, he didn't die as a child. He died as a fucking adult. This has nothing to do with her parenting at this point. Let's be real. So she feel like, shit, he was good as a child when it's supposed to be my job to make sure he good, so I won't change nothing. Now, I ain't gonna lie, she probably could have said, yeah, just made sure I left the hood when I did, or earlier before, you know what I'm saying, and made sure the beef didn't Because if she would have left when he first got shot, right? Just say if they would have moved to a whole nother state, the beef wouldn't be this severe. The beef wouldn't be this severe. So I say she could have thought about that. But we got to understand too, when we interviewing in front of these cameras, like a lot of times this shit, like we be kind of nervous for real. Like if y'all ain't never sat in front of Sean Cotton, you ain't never really did no real interview. You can't sit up there and tell me that your thoughts and the way you answer and respond is gonna be on point because you nervous. You know millions of people is gonna see this shit. So we gotta think about that too. We gotta think about that too for real.
Because even as a parent, as good as I think I am as a day one daddy, if I can go back and do something different, I will go back and do a lot of things different.
I agree though.
Because as parents, we don't know what to do in the beginning. And as for a single mother, yeah, nah, homie, nah, we would all go back and do something different. That's how I know she got to be f***ed up to say I wouldn't change nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, she said he always had a roof over his head, never struggling, always had food.
Jeffrey Dahmer always had a roof over his head, always had food. But his mama wasn't at home. His daddy wasn't at home. The roof over the head and the food don't raise me. The roof and the food don't teach me manners. It don't.
Hey, and I agree though, man. I ain't gonna lie. And see, that's the thing, man. Charleston White, he be having some good information. He have like good knowledge, but the bullshit he say before the knowledge and after the knowledge, it outweighs and just throw the game he's giving out the way. I must say, like, a lot of people feel like because they take care of their child financially or always doing for their child, that's like, oh, you A1 or you, nah, it's the time. It's the time you spend with your child. Because at the end of the day, that money shit don't mean nothing. Them gifts and shit, that shit don't mean nothing. It's the time that you spend with your kids. And that's real though.
Don't teach me morals, principles. It don't give me dignity. It don't teach me integrity. So what the f she talking about? He always had a roof and food over his head. So did Charles Manson. Ted Bundy. Don't mean shit. The absence of your mother and your father. What did she teach him? Obviously, she didn't teach him no manners. What did she teach him? How did she raise him?
But see, that's the struggle of being a single parent is you have to work. You have to sacrifice hours.
My mother took an early retirement from General Motors because she saw when she had her two boys, working this General Motors job caused her to work more than being at home so she could provide this great life for us. Once we got in trouble because our mother wasn't at home, homie, when we get out of school, mama at work. We want to play football. Mama can't take us to football practice. Nigga, we playing football. We want to look in the stands and see mama. That's the motivation to keep going. But nigga, mama at work. Mama got to work to keep all this roof. So guess what? The instructions is it take a village to raise a child. Not only do it take a village to raise a child, it also says train up a child. So most black parents think just giving you food, shelter, and clothing and raising you is good enough. It says train. So what have we trained our children in? Manners, respect, discipline, work, exercise. So who's training this little motherfucker while he eat noodles? Because she say he like to eat noodles. Who making the noodles? Him or her? Do he get breakfast in the morning? When he get in trouble at school, is there discipline? Is there consistent discipline? I didn't hear her talk about none of that. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. The root and the fruit is one and the same. I'm going to say that again. The roots and the fruit, nigga. So meaning the root of a tree. They go all the way down to the ground. They stretch out that way. Those are the roots. The fruit that hangs from the tree is the same as the root because it's attached to the tree.
I agree.
So, nigga, that's her baby. That demon come out of her.
She said that
And I
she would
never
ask
heard
him-
her apologize to none of the victims.
Hmm.
Homie, my mother would never talk to you. My mother would never do a Say Cheese TV interview. My mother would never come online after I'm dead and talk to anybody. Because what would she talk to y'all for? And she just buried me. Why? I ain't got nothing to say to y'all and I just buried my baby. Y'all. Unless I need this money he trying to pay me. I'm not finna talk to y'all and I just buried my baby. And my baby was one of the most disrespectful rappers outside of King Von. How can I come stand on a platform and make any excuses and any justification? I'm gonna denounce this behavior.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. Mama Duck, she get a lot of backlash because she was on this marathon of keeping Duck name alive. She on YouTube, she on interviews, she everywhere keeping Duck name alive, speaking on Duck behalf. She got a lot of backlash. But one thing I seen a lot of people kept saying, why you ain't moving like this for Brick? And I heard her say one time, because Brick was different. Brick wasn't no Duck. Brick was in them streets bringing the pain to motherfuckers. So what Charleston White is saying is kind of different. Yeah, now don't get me wrong. Mama Duck, pretty sure she love her baby, but she understand like Brick was bricking, like he was on his shit streetwise, like, you know what I'm saying, like, so she understand. But she said Duck was in a whole different lane. Like Duck was rapping, he was talking, but Duck went out here hurting nobody. So Mama Duck say. So what Charleston White is saying, if you know Foolio was out here a part of certain shit, and his victims allegedly was harmed because of Foolio, like, how could you be out here on the front row talking about your son? But let me tell you something. I don't give a damn. And this is something that I seen Boosie speak on. And I don't give a damn what a child has done. You can't expect a mother not to go to bat for their child. Like, that's something that you have to expect. Like Ply say, to the streets, I'm a goon, but to my mama, I'm still a baby. That's still her baby. That baby could be a fucking monster. But to her, that's her baby. And y'all got to realize that, because y'all parents would do the same shit for y'all, no matter what y'all do.
Yeah. So she said she was very aware. She said that every time he would drop a diss record, she would beg him to delete it.
I would put him at my house.
Now he's contradicting himself. He's saying he will go to every measure to make sure his child is protected, to make sure if his child go running away or go live with somebody else, he going to get his child. Now he's saying if his child made disrespectful music, he will put his child at his house. Now you contradicting yourself, because now you putting your child out into the world that you claim that you will go to beyond measures to protect him from.
I would put my son out my house.
But now your son is in risk of being shot for real because
I know. Get out this goddamn house, nigga, because you playing gangster. You playing gangster, you talking gangster. You're not gonna put me and your sister's life in danger, nigga. Go on out there and be gangster, boy. But don't come back to this house.
Now, how we know that wasn't the situation with Foolio and his mom? Because his mom said he left at a young age. And she also said, and I heard her say when she went live for the first time, she said when she went to his auntie house, the auntie called him Foolio. And she was like, who is that? She was like, that's Charles' name. Like, he a rapper. He doing good. So that just give me the vibe that he lived with his grandma. He lived with his auntie. He lived with, you know what I'm saying? Because she did say he didn't live with her. And she said she felt like he didn't want to live with her because he wanted to keep her away from the danger. right? But what if it was a situation like that? Like you out here running these streets and shit, you gotta get out. Because I'm pretty sure she wouldn't, if it was, she wouldn't say it because it already look bad. But just what if that was the situation? So you just said that you would put your child out if your child was out here trying to be gangster. So is you a bad father? Because the circumstances that happened is basically similar. He wasn't living with his mom. He was living somewhere else. Am I tripping, y'all?
In this whole town, Jacksonville ain't that big, my nigga.
It's huge. No, Jacksonville's huge.
It ain't that big for what they was doing.
Well, size-wise, it's bigger than damn near bigger than Houston.
It ain't that big for what they were doing, homie. It ain't that big for what they was doing. That's how they was able to do it. Because they seeing each other, homie. It ain't that big for them. Homie, he should have left. She should have made him leave. And if I respect my mother and my mother's expressing her concerns to me, nigga, when my mama gets shot, I'm getting away from my mama.
He did, though.
When my mama got shot, y'all shoot my mama 8 times, my nigga. I'm gonna get away from my mama and them, homie.
He wasn't around his mama.
This happening because of me.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, now he don't even know what he talk about for real, because like his mama said, right before she got shot, Foolio just called and told about the song. He just did a song that hit 1 million views or whatever the case may be. Foolio wasn't living with his mama. She was living out there in a good neighborhood in the suburbs. Like, she don't know how they got her location. So at this point, she say Foolio wasn't living with her.
I've never brought no trouble and no harm to my mother's house. Never. Never, my nigga. So I don't understand her or him.
How much power does a single mother have?
No.
Especially when they have when they're having sons that are bigger than them.
Single mothers got a lot of power.
You think so?
If you've been popping their ass since they were 6 months old, 2 years old.
I agree.
Boy, if you've been disciplining that kid, cause they got a lot of power. Nigga, I was scared of my mama up until 14.
I think these kids are different.
No, they ain't. Nigga, I done seen some schools where them mamas come in and them kids, most little boys are scared of their mamas, homie. But what happened is, mothers like his and these other mothers have these niggas so young. They raise them up like they little boyfriend.
I agree.
Oh, he the man of the house. So they let a lot of stuff go when they 2, 3, 4, 5. It's cute then.
Did you know that in Texas, rifles can be carried in public without a license? Whereas in Florida, no open carrying is allowed, except in...
No. Stop. No, mommy. Who you telling no? Come here. Pop that ass. But if you let him make it, he gonna know your ass when he's 17. Cute. Say, boy, get in here. Huh? Who you saying huh to? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Nah,
y'all sit y'all ass down somewhere. And nigga, sit down, nigga.
For sure.
I been out here now, no noise in there. Nigga don't make now no noise. Nigga did that damn until he was a teenager. Nigga would have to run away from mama, nigga, to try to go be grown. Our mothers didn't know what we were doing, nigga. We got to the house, we pulled our pants up before we walk in. Visine in our eyes so mama don't see our red, our cologne on. Because it's not that we feared our mothers, we respected them, nigga. Because they was real mothers. Consistent discipline, my nigga, structure.
No, I hear you, but 2024 social media era, these kids are bigger than ever. Like some of these kids are 14 years old, 6'5", 200 pounds.
I wouldn't give a damn if your kid got 9 feet tall, 1,000 pounds. When you've been in their life from here and you've been a presence, homie, they don't do that. I'm telling you, nah, homie, they don't do that.
I agree, though.
It's only when you haven't been there or you've been inconsistent or you was getting high, you was partying, you was fucking, and then you got it together later when it was later in life. But when you start from here, putting that mother, burping them, changing a diaper, slapping their hand, popping their butt, enrolling them in school. When they get in trouble at school, you on their ass. My son, one of them babies, nigga. He ain't never disrespected me.
For sure.
I peep that when he comes around.
Nigga, my son ain't never bucked me, nigga. He a 2003 baby.
But you were in his life though.
She's supposed to be in his life. I've never disrespected my mother, Sean. I go in the room and do this. Yeah, to mama. But mama don't know I did that, nigga. Yeah, nigga do that to mama in the room. But nigga, she don't know I did that, nigga. So I don't, homie, I just know the presence of a consistent parent, they don't get the same disrespect as other parents get who maybe not be so consistent in disciplining their children. Our mothers would pop us in the mouth, hit a nigga across the head.
Facts.
Nah, homie. And then we had other people who would reinforce this. Our uncles, our grandparents. Yeah. Say, boy, I heard you was over there talking back to your mama. Say, boy, your mama say you got in trouble at school the other day. So we had a village, homie.
Yeah.
So what I heard her say is she kept him in the hood with very little parental supervision, and she had no desire to move him out of there, knowing that he could possibly be killed even after he was shot. I'm gonna do whatever it takes for me and my children to make it, homie. Even moving out of a location that's not beneficial for us.
No, I agree.
Especially if I'm a nurse or a doctor.
I salute you. I know she's gonna see this. I know it's a rough time for her. And I just salute you for keeping it respectful. Because I know,
Sean, when the hell did Charleston White keep it respectful? He did not keep it respectful, gang.
how you could get.
Yeah. I don't want to disrespect her because she have a right to her feelings, homie. And I wouldn't like nobody who done said the things about my son. But when I look at it, he don't know my son, but what's out here. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He don't know my son, but what's being put out here. That's why I'm saying to her, she really don't know me based on the character that she see online. So she have a right to that.
Yeah. I mean, Foolio wasn't a felon. Based off what she's telling me, he was a good kid.
How?
That's why she feels like she was a good mom. He wasn't a felon. He never did.
But how can she feel like he's a good mom? Homie, what good mom allows their kid to be put out at 14 and be in the streets at 16, get shot? What good mom does that? What good mom lets him go live somewhere else as a 16-year-old? What good mom does that? I remember my mama put my brother in an adolescent home, homie, to try to get him some help. When he started becoming angry and violent and getting in trouble, my mama put him in an adolescent home to get him some help. So, come on, how you a good kid? And what concerns me is she know too much about the kid's business, homie, and she know detailed stuff. She kind of remind me of Mama Duck, who was, she know too much detailed stuff about the kids' business and they beast, homie.
She didn't allow a lot of the stuff to come to the home though, based off what she told me. Duck mom was the hangout spot. Her spot wasn't the hangout spot. She knew a lot based off of the parents, it seemed like, because they all grew up together.
How do all the parents know what's going on with the kids? The kids ain't telling mom and dad and them what's going on unless they sitting around engaging. We not telling mom and them who we drilling and spinning on.
Nah, they not telling mama them who they drilling and spinning on, but guess what? Mama them is a motherfucking fan. Mama them is listening to the music. Mama them is on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and seeing what's going on, what people are saying. You got to understand, Charleston White, this is a different era. Your mama wasn't on the internet, so she wasn't able to see what was going on. Everything is on the internet now. When a shooting happened in the hood, it's going to be on the internet. People going to be talking about it. The mothers, the kids, everybody is in their phone on the same apps, on the same social media sites. The shit that the parents see is the same shit that the kids is putting on that motherfucker. So if a shooting happened and Foolio get on that motherfucker, or Ace or one of them get on that motherfucker and go to turn their ops and talk about, yeah, such and such just got popped, they know what's going on because they're on the same app. They see the video of their kids on this bitch talking crazy. They see the video of their kids' peers on here talking crazy, saying what happened. They watching YouTube. They watching the same videos that the kids is watching. You heard what Foolio mama say. She see the documentaries. That's why she wanted to put out a documentary to get the story straight, because all the ones she's seeing been having incorrect information. That's why the parents know what's going on.
How they know? How she knows so much about? Man, if I was to die right now, my mama wouldn't know what happened.
Because your mama ain't on social media.
Nigga, when that shit happened in the barbershop, my mama don't know what went on.
But if she was on social media, if she was on social media, she would have seen it. You see the difference?
I don't know. Because we're not sitting up having these conversations. We keeping these things from mama. Because I want my mother to see me a certain kind of way. Most of children want their parents to see them in a certain kind of way. So I hear what she's saying, homie, but her son made a lot of people cry. So now it's her time to cry.
Damn.
He reaped what he sowed. And she getting what he gave out. I never heard her apologize to anybody. My mother would apologize for things that her children done. And she would say, I didn't raise them to be like this. My mom, yeah, nah, homie. So then I never heard him apologize, homie. So I heard her say, I'm going to keep my son's legacy alive with his music. All his music is dissing dead people. So you're going to keep that alive. And that's what got him killed. He got what he deserved.
He didn't get what he deserved. Now, I do feel bittersweet, right? Because I understand what people are saying, and Charleston White not the only one that said that. A lot of people are saying that, okay, his mama saying she gonna keep his legacy alive. She gonna keep putting out music. I think she say she got enough music for 20 mixtapes, 20 albums, or whatever the case may be. She want to keep his name alive. And yeah, it's unfortunate that the music he made was dissing dead people and dissing his ops and his negative energy, but that's his legacy. That's his legacy. Like, I was just talking to somebody yesterday, like, if he was a dark person, if he was a negative person here on earth, and his mother is keeping his legacy alive, well, she's switching it to be positive. That's not his legacy. That's her legacy for him. You know what I'm saying? And who don't want their child legacy to continue? Unfortunately, shit, this is what he left to continue the legacy. Negative songs, a negative energy, a negative image. So she working with what she got. And hey, like I said, it's a bittersweet because it's like, this is the cause of his death. So a lot of people looking at it like she shouldn't be even wanting to put that, but hey, man.
And I just want to say this. A young nigga getting high drinking, getting ready to get some pussy. He died in sin. So I believe he went to hell. He died in sin, getting high, getting drunk, getting ready to go fornicate and commit adultery. He went to hell.
I mean, you get high and go to the clubs and shit like that too.
But at least I get to ask God for forgiveness before I die.
Yeah, but you don't know when though.
You don't never know. So you got to, you see what I'm saying? At least when I'm said done, before I get to ask God, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. He didn't get to do none of that.
What's your message to Jacksonville as a whole, though?
Celebrate his death.
No.
Tell Yungeen H&M to make another bad. ass diss song about him. Don't stop, Yungeen Ace. Keep it going. Man, make a man run his ass, make his mama cry some more. Because he would do Yungeen Ace like that.
And I agree. If Ace died before Foolio would be doing the same thing Ace doing, but that put Ace in the same situation though, right? So God forbid something happened to Ace, Charleston White is going to be here saying this same thing about Ace that he's saying about Foolio. Do you see the cycle? Do you see the cycle? It's the same thing.
So if I was Yungeen Ace, nigga, I would make more diss song about his mama. Nigga, I would come out. We would be, nigga, Don Julio would be our drink forever. I would quench my thirst with a Don Julio every weekend, listening to the, yeah, homie. Remember, he created this atmosphere for this to happen to him because he was really hurting people, physically, emotionally. He was bringing pain, nigga, to mothers' hearts.
Now, Charleston White is under the impression that Foolio was just the done dot of that. Foolio was getting everybody knocked out. But according to Ace and his squad, they barely lost nobody in that. Foolio, them people was the ones that was always dying. So where is Charleston White getting this narrative that Foolio was just the damn Undertaker and just getting everybody whacked? If according to his ops, Foolio them was the one done.
Making mamas cry, sisters and brothers weep. So now it's his family time. So don't be mad at me.
So last Tuesday, 5 people got arrested. Well, 4 people got arrested. 2 men, 3 men now and 1 female. I mean, what was your thoughts on that, man? It's a lot of evidence. It's surveillance out. It's text messages out. What was your thoughts on that?
That's how you kill it. Boy, that's how you kill it. Trying to get away. Don't give a damn about getting caught. Let's just get him and worry about it later. And then my second thought was, boy, they gonna be sucking on that little girl pussy in prison when she go. Boy, that little yellow boy, they gonna be sucking on her little pussy. She got to do some fighting. That's what I thought.
You think she gonna rat?
Hell yeah, she go rat. Everybody go rat, including the nigga. Everybody go talk, nigga. The type of pressure they finna put on them niggas because the FBI go get involved because they had to get on the highway. They had to get on a federal highway, interstate commerce, as they call it. Cross through lines, city lines, homie. So the feds go get involved. And they'll never see daylight again. They'll never see daylight again. Because this was such a brazen act. And the extent, the levels that they went through to get this nigga. That's how you kill it. What them young did, crash out, young nigga. Don't take the license plate out. Kill him and go to jail like them did. Well, after you kill him, send a message where the police know you did it and say, killed him like they did. They let everybody know they did it. They didn't try to not disclose that they did this.
Yeah, the light-skinned kid, the Sean kid, he used his own mom's car.
That's my boy. Yeah, that's my kind of. I remember I used to tell, hey, listen. And the reason I say that, I remember I was 21 years old. And I used to say, Mama, I got a job interview at Silverleaf Resorts. Can I borrow your car? Yes, son. You think I can get $30 for some gas? Boy, look at my purse and get $30. I get 50. Here, I steal 20 from mama. Get the keys. I go pick up my partner, Tory Thomas. And me and that nigga go break in the houses in my mama's car. I used to back the car up in the driveway. nigga, and be walking out them people house with my mama car in the driveway with the license plate, stealing people computers and VCR. I used to do shit like that. My mama car, go rob in it and then take it back to mama like a nigga been looking for a job, smelling like weed. So I get it, homie. But that little nigga, he wanted him dead.
I agree.
But look what he was doing, homie. You reap what you sow. And I just want to remind people, I say mean things. I don't do things to harm people. It's a big difference. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
And on that note, we're going to leave it right there, man. Y'all get in the comments and tell me what you think, man. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on all post notifications. It's free. Do it for me. Do me a favor. Look down right there to the bottom left and hit that like button for me. Hit that like button right there. I appreciate it. Now continue watching. Promo alert if you need promo. DM me on Instagram at music101CEO. $30 for one promo video on my YouTube. $50 for 3 promo videos on my YouTube. $70 for 6 promo videos on my YouTube. And $130 for 12 promo videos on my YouTube channel. Make sure y'all tap in and get that promo if you want to win.